Welcome back to Studio 90 Extra Time. Here on the couch today, U.S. striker Jozy Altidore. The big man. We got the big man in the studio today. All right, so let's start out talking about the World Cup so far. How's it been just playing in two amazing, emotional games for the United States?
It's been exciting, to say the least. I mean, obviously playing the World Cup is a once-in-a-lifetime thing, so I'm excited at the fact I got a chance to do it, and, I'm looking forward to the next few games.
Well, you gotten a lot of praise so far in the World Cup for your running a goal, you're putting pressure on defenses, drawing fouls. Of course, you hit the post in the first game, and then a great knockdown header from Michael Bradley to tie against Slovenia. Sort of how has your World Cup been so far? How do you evaluate your performance?
I thought the first game I was a little tentative. And the second game as well, I thought I came out a little tentative. I think we all did, actually, to be honest. And then, I think the second half of both games we kind of came alive a little bit. So I think it's been a little hot and cold thus far. I think it could be a little bit better in terms of my aggressiveness, just being more effective, I think, being more dangerous. I think I have, a lot more to add in that department. So I think so far so good. So far I've been all right.
All right, well, it was a big move for you to the English Premier League this past season. Can you talk a little bit about how you sort of grew as a player during that time? You're still only 20 years old, but you're playing in the toughest league in the world.
Yeah, I was really excited about it. I moved, I was young when I got there, so, that whole experience was tough in its own, just because playing on a team trying to avoid relegation. I was 19 at the time, so, all of that playing a factor. It wasn't easy, you know what I mean? And all the pressure that's put on you and all that stuff. So, early on it was a challenge for me, but I think it made me stronger as a person and as a professional. I think I grew from it.
And as far as on the field, what did you learn over there? I mean, every game is just a battle.
Yeah, every game's a grind out, man. Every game's a fight, and that's the hardest part, but at the same time, the most enjoyable part, because you get to test yourselves, you get to bring yourself to new limits and see more about yourself that you didn't see before. So I definitely learned, like I said, I learned a lot about myself as a player and a person, and I thought, my time there was successful.
Now, you're the youngest guy on the World Cup team, like we said, just 20 years old. You're playing your first World Cup, but you have almost 30 caps. You played a Confederations Cup, played in Europe for a couple years. It's a lot of experience for such a young guy. That said, sort of, what has the World Cup done, even though only 2 games worth, done for your learning curve here?
I think it's done a lot for me. I think the experience has been invaluable, obviously being so young and having so many caps, and not only caps, but I think I've been able to play against a lot of big teams, and some big players. So I think that only puts me in position to grow even more as a player, and hopefully down the line, these type of experience help me, bring U.S. soccer to new heights. So, all
right, let's talk about Algeria. That team's shown a lot of character thus far. They lost their first game, came back, got a point in their second game. What sort of game do you think, or are you expecting from them in this Game 7, as you said?
I really don't know what to expect from Algeria. I mean, they have to win the game, obviously, but at the same time, I'm sure they're not going to just be throwing numbers forward in the first minute. So I think it's going to be like a chess match more than ever this game. I think nobody's going to want to get scored on early, so it might be a little sloppy to start with, but I mean, what can you say? This is all it's cracked up to be. I mean, you got to win this game to stay in it, so I'm sure it's going to be a nail-biter, that's for sure.
That is for sure. All right, so moving off the field a little bit, I've heard you talk many times about the support you've gotten from your family and your parents. I know they're here at the World Cup and they're seeing their kid. He's only 20 years old playing in the World Cup. So talk a little bit about the support that your family's given you to get you to this point.
Parents have been huge, man. Definitely a lot of ups and downs with them. Just, being young and, trying to go pro and with all the things that come with it, there's always going to be ups and downs with your support system, but they've always been there for me. They've never quit on me, and to this day they're behind me no matter what decision I make, good or bad. So I think they've been big for me, and they continue to be, and I think they're going to play a big role in how successful I am, in my opinion.
Now moving off the field again, most people have seen, I think, broadcasting back in the United States, your Sports Center commercial, playing over and over with Sports Center anchor Josh Elliott, who I actually went to college with, by the way. Josh, haven't seen in a while. Very funny, some great acting from yourself.
Yeah.
But how many takes did that take you to get that perfect?
It wasn't me that messed up. I'm not gonna lie. It took me one take, but the extras, man. I mean, it's hard to find good help, man. But they nicknamed me the Denzel of soccer. So in that regard, I think I did very well. It was good.
No, you did. I don't think Josh's shirt would actually fit you though. But
no, I don't think so. I'm too big.
All right, can't wait till the next Sports Center commercial. All right, so we've seen you playing a lot of FIFA 10 in the Players Lounge. and we've got conflicting opinions as to who is the king of
Here we
FIFA
go,
10
Here
here
we go.
on the team. So we're going to give you sort of the chance to set the record straight.
Okay.
Who is the true champion?
I'm going to
of
be
FIFA 10?
honest. I'm going to be honest, okay? I'll go from bottom to top.
Okay, please.
Gooch and Stewie are the worst FIFA 10 players I've ever seen in my life, okay? And that's, at the same time being fair, Then I'll say Mo. Mo's not bad. He has his good and bad days, but he's in the middle of the pack.
Okay.
And I think my biggest competition would be Robbie Finley.
All right.
He's pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. Pretty good.
So,
not there yet, he's getting there, but
right.
he's in the right direction, you know what I mean? I just see the game in a different way.
Right. This is the champ right here, the
don't know
FIFA
what
10
to tell
champ
you.
of the team. We cleared it up. We just were wondering and we cleared it up. All right, well, that's it for this segment of Studio 90 Extra Time. But when we come back, we have a back four quiz for Jozy Altidore.